Show me what you like. Hey, y'all put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish in it. I told him it ain't to practice it. I'm about to fully up the status. Rock up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event in boxing and it has the time been ticking. I've been out here playing my position. I'm about to get it now. Ain't no one about to block the hit cause someday come along someone to tell me I'm somewhere doing alright. Somewhere somebody that somebody that one day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though. Hey, I'm only here for a minute. Bet you want a girl to keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on.
Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Flacco's Ravens going up against Dalton's Bengals. And with that, we're off to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium. We join our announcing team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap. And he'll be out of bounds here right where he would have been if he had taken a knee at the 25. Here's Justin Forsett, his first carry. And he's brought down. Against Buffalo Sunday, Forsett, he shared carries with Terrence West, and neither are really overly effective. Forsett, 41 yards, West 32.
A tandem of runners, but in Baltimore's system, typically they identify a lead guy, and the other guy spells him. So right now I think they're trying to figure out who's going to take the ball and be that running back. Eventually, one will emerge, and in recent years, it has been Justin Forsett.
On second down, Forsett. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bengals take possession. Carry now. This is Hill. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And here are the starters. Charles, what are your thoughts on Jeremy Hill?
He provides a thump in this offense. A great runner who goes inside and establishes a tone for his team.
They run it again with Hill. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
it. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. Tackle made by Gerard Powers. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Timmy Jernigan, play him over the nose, play him a defensive tackle, bounce him out to defensive end. Wherever you want to put him, Timmy Jernigan can play.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. From midfield here, Dalton. And a right side completion here by LaFell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve we saw right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he rifles one incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver. And they're going to have a third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 8 yards there and a first down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Second down, Dalton. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green from 19 yards away. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he knocks it through. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They start on the ground with 4 set. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now If you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Wallace was solid in their win over the Bills, 91 yards. Now 66 of those came on a pretty electric long touchdown grab.
And that's why they have him. That's why they signed him. That's why they wanted Mike Wallace. When you play in Baltimore's system and you run it and you do all the other things, you need that explosive guy who can go over the top and really stretch out a defense, and Mike Wallace can do it as well as anyone in the league. The wheels are definitely still there for him.
On second down, Flacco to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He hits West underneath. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Jones on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. This Ravens defense solid in week 1 against Buffalo. They held the Bills to just 160 yards and 7 points.
A proud group of defenders in Baltimore. They didn't play up to that standard at all in 2015. Injuries had something to do with that. Terrell Suggs was lost in the season opener last year. He's back now. But C.J. Mosley in the middle, I think he's going to ascend to a big-time level now. I think it's really his defense, and it gives him a chance to be a playmaker in the middle. They were once again playing like a Raven last Sunday.
Again, it's Hill. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
And Eifert has it. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
A gain of 13 and also a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. 2nd and 5.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Dagger, dagger, dagger.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team. The intensity that Jeremy Hill runs the football with is ideal for goal line situations.
Yeah, he's a bruiser. We may see another dose of him coming up.
Yeah, he's a lot to handle for any defense, especially in tight situations.
Dalton, his throw incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Here's Dalton. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Shreds the tackle. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to...
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Johnson coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, the hurdle! And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jeremy Hill, 68 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Flacco looks to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Switching gears here for a second, partner, a lot of nail-biters on Sunday around the league. In fact, a lot of the road teams were able to come out victorious.
So much for protecting home field advantage, which every team preaches about. Win all your home games. That gives you a great chance to get to the playoffs. Think about it this way. Oakland over New Orleans, one of the better games of Sunday. How about Cincinnati going to the Jets and winning? That's a big win for the Bengals. The Giants at Dallas. Detroit and Indianapolis. A lot of people are picking Indy to win the AFC South. And one of the trendier picks to make the playoffs, Jacksonville, they gave it a valiant effort, but Green Bay came in and beat them. And just think how close we were to getting some others. Carolina at Denver, Miami at Seattle, and San Diego, maybe the biggest surprise of the day, how well they played against Kansas City.
And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Second down, Flacco now. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards.
Defending a deep route, even when it's thrown on time, is very difficult. But when he's able to maneuver outside of the pocket, that's almost unfair. He's bought extra time. His offensive line has protected him. And now when the ball's in the air, the guy downfield has a chance to make a better adjustment. That's just wrong on every level as far as the defender is concerned.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Flacco here on second down. And hauled in by Pitta. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. They look to throw on third with Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
The busy night continues for Hill. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Throwing, Dalton, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second and 10. Flacco once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Well, the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is fielded at the 7. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
23 yards on the play. First and 10 here for Flacco. He's going to look deep down the field. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just for driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country
I
roads.
certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love it.
And he comes back with one complete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Flacco. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 7 yards on the play. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. And again, it's Flacco to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. A red zone first down for Flacco. Time for a break. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Flacco flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace from 13 yards out. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Flacco looking to throw for it. And Aiken with it over the middle. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And out now, here come the Bengals. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. It'll go as a gain of 10 there, and the Bengals are going to have a first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Hey, zebra!
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Flacco from the shadow of the goalpost. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. They're practicing.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And, Charles, just a blowout in every sense of the word here in this one.
Okay, cliche alert. Right from the opening whistle. As soon as they kicked the ball off, one team was ready to play, the other definitely was not.
Well, you got to use cliches with this one. I mean, it's not often you see a game this lopsided in the NFL.
All we know is that at the end, one team was winning going away, and the other one just wanted to go away.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.